Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today on this video. Thank you to my returning subscribers for always supporting me. I don't take you for granted. I really appreciate your support. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome on board. I promise you a good time. Yes. If you're just seeing my videos for the first time, I hope you enjoy it enough to stay on and subscribe to our little fragrance family. Yeah. So guys, today I'm bringing you something a little different. But before I go into explaining what I'll be showing you, I just want to introduce my channel. This is Scentolutions. My name is Anne, and I bring you perfumes. That's all we do here. We're all about the perfumes on this channel, so enjoy. Yep, so today I'm going to be sharing with you a new find of mine. Well, it's not new. I mean, these perfumes are not new, but I got the Parfums de Marly feminine collection. Yep, that's what it looks like. There's about 6 perfumes in here. So I saw this at my perfume store, or rather the perfume store that I patronize, and I decided, why not? I've got Delina Exclusive. I already had that, a full bottle of that one, but I wanted to be able to sample all the others because I feel like there's a lot of potential with the House of Parfums de Marly. I've watched a lot of reviews of their perfumes, but I didn't have the courage to get full bottles, especially if I hadn't tried them. So when I saw this, I jumped on it. And here we go, guys. I'm going to take you through my experience with these perfumes. I've had them for almost a month now, and I literally have been trying them and noting my experience just so that I have something to share with you. So this is what it looks like. These are the 6 perfumes. And this is a card that basically describes the perfumes. Hope you can see it clearly. So it starts from Delina to Delina Exclusive. Then there's Cassily, Athalia, Safonad, and Meliora. So these are the 6 perfumes that we will be going through today. All right. I think I showed this earlier. This is what it looks like. I think this is like a discovery set. Well, that's what I would call it. Something that gives you just enough. These are 10 ml bottles, so they give you just enough to test for a few days and decide if you really want to get a full bottle. Right, guys. So that being said, we will take the perfumes one by one. Like I said, I've tried them already, and I've got my views on them. I've noted them down. I had to do that because it was like research for me. So I'm going to be reading my notes and basically sharing with you my finds on this. This is some sort of buying guide, if you ask me, because I'm basically going to be telling you what I experienced with each one of the perfumes and what you should look out for as you purchase. Okay, we're going to start with my number. So what I'll do is I will take you through all the perfumes, and then at the end, I will rank them just in order of the ones that I like and the ones that I don't like. So let's go, starting with number 1. So that is Delina. This is what the bottle looks like. It's pink. Now we're going to read the description. It says it's a sensual bouquet built around the Turkish rose with a fruity opening and a velvety base of cashmere wood and musk. That is Delina, and that is this one right here. Okay. Now let me spray the perfume just to remind myself. Okay, spray it in the air. Okay, spray it in the air right there. Delina. Now, what do I have to say about Delina? Delina is rosy, fruity, floral, musky, green, aromatic, powdery, woody. These are the accords of this fragrance. What was my experience with Delina? To be honest with you, Delina is beautiful. That's one word. But I'll go into the details. Now, Delina is lychee, rhubarb, bergamot, and nutmeg in the opening. There's Turkish rose, peony, musk, vanilla, and petalia in the middle. And at the base, there's cashmere, cedar, vetiver, incense. So this is a rich floral fragrance. It's lots of substance and edge to this perfume. I love my Delina. I can tell you that for free. It is a beautiful perfume. This perfume, this is what it looks like. I mean, this is not representative of the bottle. That's why I'm not necessarily showing it, but I'll keep it there just so you know that's what I'm talking about. Okay, now Delina is an extremely feminine perfume. I mean, if you love roses, you're going to love this one. It has a very unusual mix of notes. I mean, you're talking incense, you're talking vetiver, you're talking the roses, peony, you're talking rhubarb, and there's nutmeg. So there's a lot going on in terms of contrasts, contrasting notes. It is very punchy and sourish in the opening because of the lychee and the rhubarb mix, and the rose is very prominent, but it's like a fresh rose mixed with the peony, and I think that makes it really long lasting because peony is a very strong note as well. I mean, I've got Aqua de Palma Pioneer Nobel, and that perfume is a beast. It lasts forever. It's mainly peony, it lasts forever. So here you've got peony and rose, and that combo is really long lasting. So there's definitely that very floral rose thing going on in the middle, and then as it warms up, then the muskiness starts to come up, and that muskiness to me adds a lot of warmth to this fragrance. So, and that warmth, is experienced throughout the fragrance. So what I experienced from this is the muskiness coming through in the mid to the dry down and staying through. So you feel whiffs, or rather you get whiffs of that musky feeling, that musky essence as the perfume dries down. But the notes that really make this interesting are the base notes. So you've got cashmere that rounds it out, gives it that very velvety, smooth texture. You've got cedar and incense that add your woody, sexy, contrasting elements that make this perfume, in my opinion, a masterpiece. And so different. Like, the girl that wears Delina will be noticed even though she doesn't mean to, and she is sophisticated but daring. She's feminine but she's edgy as well. That's Parfums de Marly's Delina. That's how I'm going to describe it. Now I'll talk about Delina again when I talk about Elena Exclusive, which is the next one we're going to talk about, because I'm going to do a teeny weeny bit of a comparison there. Now you've got Delina Exclusive. I'm going to show you the bottle right here. If you've been watching my videos, I spoke about this recently. I think when I was talking about my confidence boosting perfume. So that's Delina Exclusive, also in a pink bottle. So let's read what the card says. It says this is a rich and sophisticated floral elixir. I love that word. Opening with the freshness of a fruity bergamot pear lychee trio and sinking into a bed of soft and heady amber. These guys are very good with their words. Anyway, so that's Delina Exclusive in the pink bottle right here. Now, what more can I say about Delina Exclusive? This is rosy, fruity, vanilla. It's amber, tropical, fresh oud, sweet, woody, floral. That is the formal, or those are the formal accords of this fragrance. Now, if you're looking in terms of notes, I would generally describe this as a rosy, ambery fragrance. An amber rose fragrance. That's what I meant to say. Those who get it will get it. So it's an amber rose fragrance. This one I describe as Delina on absolute steroids, guys. Same as Delina, I mean, in terms of the basic DNA. So they smell pretty much the same. But I feel like Delina is a bit fresher, while Delina Exclusive is creamier. So if they were both solids, Delina Exclusive would be a bit thicker and denser than Delina. So that's how I would describe them in terms of texture. Now, for me, the top notes that I get are rhubarb. Take out the rhubarb from here, take out the nutmeg. They replaced it with bergamot pear, and I get that. I get the tartness of the bergamot. I get the sweetness of the pear. Okay, there's still lychee in here, so the lychee was retained, and then there's Turkish rose and the incense. They remain, while the peony, musk, cashmere, vetiver, Athalia were taken out. The vanilla remains as well, but it's in the base, and amber is added with some woody notes. So, of course, some things were taken out from Delina Exclusive, and some other notes were incorporated to make this wonderful masterpiece. One word for this fragrance is breathtaking. Absolutely breathtaking. When I use Delina, all I can do the whole of the day is just sniff myself and get high on my own supply. I tell you guys, this perfume is a beast. It is a beast. The rose is sweet. Like I said, creamier than the ordinary Delina. And it's mysteriously smoky with the incense. The lychee, the bergamot, the pear, like I said earlier, contribute to that tartness and sweetness that sparks up that happy factor in the opening. Because when you spray this, you just immediately get that happy feeling. And I feel like those notes at the opening are very uplifting, so they contribute to that feeling. Now, the whole day with Delina Exclusive, I have a full bottle of this, so this perfume will last you days on your clothes. First off, if you spray it on your wig, it will last you days. If you spray it on your skin, it will last you, or at least on my skin, it lasts me 10 to 12 hours. No doubt. I'll keep getting whiffs of it until the day is over and I have to scrub it off. That's the Delina Exclusive for you. So the whole day you just have this tart, sweet, juicy, luscious rose. And then there's intermittent wafts of that incense, so ever so slightly making their appearance once in a while. Then you've got the vanilla and woody notes just wrapping you in this warm, alluring scent cloud. So this one will definitely get you comments. It will get you compliments rather. It's fantastic. This is a longevity beast. I'm talking days on end on my clothes, my wigs. Sillage is monster projection. It's a projection machine, guys. This perfume is a beast. That's all I can say. The world will smell you. They'll know you've arrived when you wear this one. So for me, Delina Exclusive is weddings, special occasions, parties. You can wear your perfume anytime, anywhere you want, all of that, stuff. But for me, this is expensive, so I wear it when I need to go on for a special occasion, and I just want to smell nice and different, and I want to rest assured that I will be noticed. So that's Delina Exclusive. This is confidence in a freaking bottle, guys. I kid you not. Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. There we go. All right. Next up, I have one that I find interesting. This is Cassily. Let me spray it again. I mean, I could talk about exclusive because I'm very conversant with the smell. Let me remember how Cassily smells. Okay, now Cassily is, let me show you what it looks like. That's the orange bottle right in the middle. It says it's a joyful fragrance with a floral fruity scent on a woody vanilla base. That is this baby right here in the middle, the orange bottle. Cassily. Now, this is floral fruity sweet vanilla, tropical, fresh, powdery, rose, soft, spicy, sour. Those are the accords of this fragrance. So the description, it's an amber floral. So you've got your red currant, you've got your floral notes, you've got Bulgarian rose at the top, you've got some frangipani, plum, mimosa, you've got vanilla, tonka, you know, some sandalwood. So for me, this is basically a fruity floral, creamy, sweet fragrance. You know, so that frangipani and plum add like a creamy lactonic quality in here. At the opening, you have those florals. You've got a bit of a tart, vibrant vibe with the red currant. You know, then the tonka gives some sweetness. The vanilla warms. The sandalwood gives that sexy, inviting element to this fragrance. So there's something inviting about this. It's sexy, but in a calmer way. Like it feels less heady, a little lighter than Delina. Like Delina's plainer younger sister or plainer older sister, whichever one. It's just a little less intense and on steroids than the Delina's. But it's still good. It's still a good one. Yeah, still a good one. A little lighter, a lot more refreshing. I think a bit more youthful, if you ask me. So there's a soft powderiness at the base, you know. Yeah, there's a soft powderiness at the base. So it's juicy and fruity when the perfume starts, but as it tapers down, it gets a little more powdery in the finish line or at the finish line, you know, when the florals and the base notes take over. So my opinion is this is a nice fruity ambery floral, but to me, especially for the price point, to be honest, I wouldn't say that it compares to Delina and the Exclusive, just in terms of longevity and performance and all of that. For me, that's my personal opinion. You know, I feel like if I look at it vis-a-vis some other designer fragrances, you would find something that fits within this profile. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but I've seen this before in the designer realm. So it's very likable though. It's just not as memorable to me. So there we go. That's Cassily, Parfums de Marly. I like the way I say that. Cassily, Parfums de Marly. All right, next up we have Athalia. I like the names. Got some very regal sounding names. Athalia. Okay, let me show you. That's this black bottle. I love this bottle. It is beautiful. It's a hyper feminine fragrance with a floral, woody, musky olfactory signature, offering the perfect balance between softness and sophistication. What better way to describe this fragrance, guys? So, this is Athalia by Parfums de Marly. Now, this is a floral, woody musk. It's orange blossom, iris, musk, amber. So, of course, expect powderiness and muskiness in full effect because of the iris, you know, and the musk, of course. So, I tried a sample of this once. I think I actually did a video of it when I was trying to see if I wanted to get full bottles of certain samples. I've tried it before. It definitely caught my attention, I recall. The bottle is gorgeous. Can we just talk about that again? It's a gorgeous bottle. This card doesn't even do it justice. It's a beautiful bottle, just black and gold. Beautiful, fantastic bottle. Now, if you don't like iris or musk, it may not be for you. Some people find iris a bit too powdery, so, you know, this perfume definitely plays up these two notes. The orange blossom is also quite prominent here. You know, sometimes it feels like there's incense, but somehow in the notes on Fragrantica, I did not see incense. Even though some people have mentioned that there's incense, I get a little hint of an incensey note, just a very slight hint. So I don't know. But overall, this is like a powdery, sexy fragrance. This will give you about 5 hours. It's not too long lasting, you know, that it wasn't my experience that this was long lasting, you know. I'd like to use this up in maybe different weather conditions though and see how I really feel. I feel like I haven't really explored my full potential or explored the full potential of this one. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a sweet fragrance, it's nice, it's lovely, but I need to use it a lot more to see if it's a definite love for me. So that's Athalia, Parfums de Marly. Okay, Next up, we've got one called Safonad. Now let me show you the bottle. This is the orange bottle, another bottle that I really like. Now let's read. It's an addictive signature scent with delicate note of orange blossom drying down to a warm base of vanilla. That is this beauty right here. Safonad. That's this one. Okay, guys. Now let me talk about this perfume because I'm hyped up for this one. So I don't know if you've seen Coming to America, where there were these two beggars on the street, and I think Eddie Murphy gave them a wad of notes, and they, of course, they were beggars, so they weren't expecting that amount of money. And one of them said to the other, "Mortimer, we're back." So that's exactly how I feel about getting on to talk about Safonad. Because I feel like I spoke about Delina, I spoke about Exclusive, I was hyped up on everything. My energy was high, and then I got to Cassily and Athalia, and I wasn't quite sure. But now we're back. Safonad is, as far as I'm concerned, it's not getting the recognition it deserves from the house of Parfums de Marly. This is a very underrated fragrance. I need to spray this because I need to experience this thing once again. My goodness. This perfume, dear God, this is a beauty. Why don't they, I don't know, there's something about the marketing for this one that is not as intense as, you know, the Delinas and Delina Exclusive. Anyway, this is a sweet, woody floral. That's how I describe this. So this is pear and orange in the opening, and I get that. And then in the middle, you've got orange blossom, ylang ylang, iris again. So you have orange blossom again here. You've got iris here again. And at the base, you've got vanilla, sandalwood, and amber. So the note composition, very simple, very straightforward. Guys, this is love at first sniff. It was love at first sniff for me. Opens up very creamy, very rich, very uplifting, just beautiful. Oh God, I love pear. So of course I was very, very happy to get those initial wafts, you know, of the pear and the orange in the opening. Then the orange blossom, the iris, the ylang ylang, they just make for a very sophisticated powdery mix. So it's not the kind of dry powderiness that annoys a lot of people with, you know, iris. No, that's not it. It's almost like a wet powderiness, as if it's like a dewy type of powderiness. It's powdery, but it's powdery, but it's creamy at the same time. So like if you were comparing it to foundation, you know, your cream to powder foundation. So it's not powder, it's like your cream to powder. Imagine that sort of thing, texture wise. That's how I feel about this. It's beautiful, guys. Oh my God, it has a very rich, deep, warm, woody base. I guess that's all the vanilla and sandalwood and amber. This is almost reminiscent of like the Middle Eastern ouds, maybe an introductory type of oud, not too animalic, but those sweeter ouds that are very easy to wear. That's what this reminds me of. Oh my God. This is so good. It's of course less intense, but it vibes the same way as like Middle Eastern oud type fragrances. Now, this is a sophisticated fragrance. It is so sophisticated. This gives me the same vibe with my Miss Dior Le Parfum. That's exactly, I think it's, does it have amber? Yes, it's got amber at the base. So I guess that might be part of the reasons why. And I think that also has some citrus in the opening. So there's some similar notes, and I think it has the same vibe with Miss Dior Le Parfum. Ah, this is beautiful. It also gives me the same vibe, that elegance and sophistication that Prada La Femme has. Now, I'm not saying it smells the same. I'm just saying that it gives off a very standoffish, you know, that I'm sophisticated, don't come near me, you know, there's levels to these things. That's That's the kind of vibe it gives me. Oh my goodness. This is too good, guys. This is... Oh, I feel like I can pull this off day or night, to be honest. If I wanted to like stand out during the day, I could pull this off. And if I wanted to be sexy for a date, I can also pull this off. To be honest, I don't know why this is not more popular. Safonad. Oh my God. I also see this layering very well with like a pure musk or vanilla body oil or fragrance. Like if you wanted to amp up your vanilla or the musky element to it, you could layer this with something else like musk or vanilla. It would help us. No, it would not help because this fragrance doesn't need any help, but you know, it will give you something else that you might like. I'll try layering this and see. Maybe my next video on layering combos, I'll tell you guys what I got from that. But oh, this is so beautiful. That's all I can say. Warm, sexy, elegant, sophisticated Safonad by Parfums de Marly. Okay, last on the list, we've got Meliora. Spray this. Let's see. Just remember how it smells. Yeah, okay, I remember. Now, Meliora is another one that has a very beautiful bottle. That's this gold bottle at the end. That is Meliora for you. Now, let's read what the card says. It says it's a vibrant fragrance with a significant fruity top note of raspberries and a floral heart. That's Meliora. Okay, interesting, fruity, greenish, floral. It's got some fruits of the forest at the top. So you've got blackcurrant, red berries. There's some cassis that gives it a bit of greenness. Then there's rose, there's lily of the valley and ylang ylang in the middle. And then your ever faithful musk and vanilla at the base. Now, I don't really know how to feel about the opening, to be very honest. It kind of reminded me of YSL's Mon Paris. And I like Mon Paris. Mon Paris is a very safe fragrance. I have no issues with Mon Paris. But I find Mon Paris to be a little too fruity. Like, I find it doesn't have the kind of depth that I want in a fragrance. And I know that's some people's jam, so I'm not going to knock that. But for me, sometimes I want a little more. Mon Paris I can wear maybe at home if I'm running errands. Like, I won't wear Mon Paris to anything serious, quite frankly. So yeah, so I mean, it reminds me of Mon Paris. I think the problem I have with Mon Paris as well, in addition to what I just said, is that there's a very huge alcohol scent that comes through in the opening, and somehow it makes it feel a little bit synthetic to me. I don't know if anyone else gets that, but that berry blast in the opening of Mon Paris, I struggle with it a bit, and I kind of get that in Meliora as well. It's just a huge burst of berries, you know. But the bottle is angelic. I love, love, love the bottle. You know, Parfums de Marly's bottles in general do it for me. Okay, so I don't know. Meliora, Mon Paris vibes, reminds me of like a nice smelling berry-based shampoo or like a berry-based juice. Those are the two things it reminds me of. On its own, it's a nice perfume, but it did not strike any chords in my heart, quite frankly. It didn't. Meliora, it did not strike any chords for me. It was just fruity, somewhat floral, you know. I'll try layering it to see if I can get more out of it. I think sometimes when you layer these things, you get a little more in terms of, you know, performance. I like it, but I don't love it just yet. But I feel like if you like Mon Paris by YSL, you may like this one. If you like something like, what's the name of this fragrance by Givenchy? Ooh, what's it? Yeah, Live Irresistible. Yeah, if you like Live Irresistible. So I think I have one that is called Oh So Delicious or something delicious. I can't remember right now, but it's Givenchy Live Irresistible. That's like a cherry based fragrance. It's got cherry, it's got some French desserts in it. So it's really, really fruity and sweet and all of that. So that's how this is. That's Meliora. It's also not very long lasting, so you won't get much in terms of performance, like longevity, I mean to say. So that's it. I'm not sure if it's 100% worth the price or full bottle worthy, but I still have some way to go with these fragrances. So I might change my mind along the line, but this is my current view of the Parfums de Marly range. Now, how would I rate these perfumes? Going back to our cards, okay? Now, my number one, my number one, no, I'm going to start from number 6. That's um, in order of preference, right? So number 6 is least preferred and number 1 is my best. Okay, so number 6 for me will be Meliora. Yeah, that's this one. That's my number 6. Didn't really like it. Didn't really get anything from it, to be honest. And then it reminds me of Montparis, and I've been struggling with Montparis recently. So yeah, Meliora is number 6. Number 5 for me is Cassily. That is this one in the orange bottle. I also didn't think it left too much of a memorable, it wasn't too much of a memorable experience for me. Nice perfume, but full bottle worthy to me, maybe not. Okay, so that's number 5, Cassily. Now, number 4 to me is Athalia. So good perfume. I'm sufficiently curious. If somebody buys it for me, I'll take it. But right now, I may not be purchasing. But definitely, if I get some samples, I'd want to try it a lot more. Number 3 for me will be Delina. So that's the original Delina. I like it. Same DNA. But I feel like if you have Delina Exclusive, maybe just test the 2 first and then decide. I don't feel like you should have both at once because they've got similar DNA. It's just like I said, Delina, and that is this one, is a little less creamy, more it's I'd say a bit more vibrant, a bit more juicy, if those are the right words. Yes, a bit more, it's a bit more sparkly than Delina Exclusive. Delina Exclusive is a little more sophisticated, a lot more complex, more creamy, it's got more depth to it. So for me, my number 3 would be Delina. Fantastic fragrance, fantastic longevity, fantastic performance, a stunner, hands down, guys. Can't even begin to imagine. Now, number 2 for me is Safonad, and that is this one right here. I love this perfume. It's a new discovery. I feel like it is so underrated, and I am going to get full bottle. Definitely. Oh my God. This is going to be my date night, my little black dress, my everything fragrance. I love it. Oh my God. I love this. If you love Miss Dior Le Parfum, if you love Elisa Le Parfum, you are very likely to love Safonad. And my number one remains my Delina Exclusive. Rich, warm, mysterious, sexy, beast mode, everything. This is confidence, sophistication, edge in a bottle. That's all I can say. By Parfums de Marly, Delina Exclusive remains my number 1. All right, guys, there you have it. I enjoyed making this video, and I'm sure you can tell from the tone of my voice to how long the video is. I really enjoyed this, and I hope you did too. And I hope it gives you a little bit of guidance, or at least a sense of how these perfumes smell or how they perform. You know, I'll always advise get some testers before you make a commitment to a full bottle. These things go for about $200. Well, to me, that's a lot of money, but, and I will not. I only did Delina Exclusive because I had tested it in store and I liked it. And then, you know, I went back. So I wouldn't purchase this or any of these if I haven't tested appropriately under different weather conditions. So guys, there you have it. My review of 6 perfumes from the feminine collection of the House of Parfums de Marly. Thank you so much if you stayed with me to this time. I really appreciate you. You are the real MVP. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope to see you on another video. Before you go, leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment and let me know if you have any of these fragrances and your experience using them. And guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel and you like the content and you like what we do here. All right, till I see you guys on another video. Enjoy yourselves. Please stay safe. Take care and see you next time. Bye.